G'day everyone, my name's Brett Hooker and my channel is I Love Dirt. Today I'm going to do a setup of the awning and the James Baroud Evasion rooftop tent on my Stockman Pod Trailer. I've got a Pod Trailer Extreme. Now this awning and this rooftop tent are specifically on this trailer because they're about quick setup. So if you're touring and you're driving 6 or 7 hours a day and then you pull into camp and you just want to be able to set things up quickly, that's what these are about. But of course, it's a fair question to ask then and say, okay, well, is it really a quick setup? So the point of this is just to show you that. I'm going to set them up and then I'm going to pack them up again just so you can get a sense. If you're enjoying the content we're producing on the I Love Dirt channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the like button to let other people know what we're doing and for you to stay up to date with the content we're producing. So the James Baroud, there's plenty of videos around for that. As I say, it's the Evasion model. So it's a straight up tent, equal all four sides when it goes up. It's not a clamshell type. Plenty of room inside, heaps of room for sleeping, ladders inside, but we'll get all that sorted in a minute. But this one, it has 4 latches. So the first thing you need to do for setup is you need to open up the 4 latches. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now a tip with these latches, when you open them up, actually flip them back up to the top so that the metal catch here doesn't actually accidentally catch back in the hook. So when you're trying to set it up, that can actually be a problem. So just flip them back up to the top and then that metal catch is actually out of the way at the latch. So I'll go ahead and open up my 4 latches, flip them back up so it doesn't grab, just checking them. One more to go. So yep, so you just pop your 4 latches open and then you just push up on the edges here. All right, just go around, just give it a push. It'll start lifting up on its own because it's got gas struts inside. There we go. So you just give it a push, it heads up on of its own accord. And once you get it up to there, what you want to do is get your ladder out. So you could store your ladder inside the pod trailer if you wanted to, but the Barouds are designed to have the ladder in underneath. So you just lift your mattress up and there's the ladder in its bag. So I'll just go ahead and get the ladder out. All right, that's all good. I'll just pop that back inside. Pop that back inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and hook the ladder onto the side of the tent. Okay, that just clips on the side. It drops down. Make sure you got that on the ground nice and firm. And literally it's that easy. I've got one job left to do and the tent's up. What you're going to do is you climb inside and in the 4 corners there's a gas strut and an arm, and you've just got to push the arm out. It locks in, give it a bit of a shove and it pops in. So I'm going to pop up there and push the 2 arms out and then this tent's already ready to go. So I'm up inside here. I know you can't see me, but I'm just going to push on those arms. Clunk, you heard that clunk. That end's done. Just going to do that with the other end now. Done. Clunk. And I'll give you a wave from out the side. There you go. That is literally the setup for the rooftop tent. That's ready to go to bed. You would normally keep your sleeping bag in there, your pillow. I actually keep a canvas bag up there for my shoes, so when I climb up at night I can put my shoes into a nice strong sealed canvas bag, tuck that over the corner. So that is literally ready to go. So super easy to set up, super fast. In the morning, same thing, it's just pop it down, close and away you go. So really fast for touring setups. Now a question I do get asked is, well, now that I've got the tent set up, can you still access the pod? And I'm going to show you that. I'm just going to pop the ladder off for a minute. All right, just undo the ladder. Go ahead and let the latches off here. So with the upgraded struts for the lid on the pod trailer. It's actually designed to carry the weight of this so that when you're opening and close. Now the James Baroud, when those support arms inside are actually locked in place, it's rock solid, right? It can get hit with 100 km/h winds and it'll stay up. So equally, if you need to access your pod, just push up, right? And you can see the roof tent stays in the right shape, no drama at all. You know, your sleeping bag's going to slide down to one end, but you can push that up and now you can access everything inside your trailer. So just an important note about how these pod trailers work. So no drama there. I'm going to latch that off. All right, so that's that part. Now let's take a look at setting up the awning. Now one of the things I like about the awning setup on this trailer is that it's actually on a frame. Now this is a Stockman option that you can order, and it's an awning frame for your trailer. Bolts right onto the side here. It's all engineered. It's all part of the Stockman family. But what's good about it is it's got gas struts on it so that you can actually access the awning itself for rolling up the canvas and undoing zips and things like that when it's in a low position. So it makes it really super easy to open. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just open it up. So you just unzip the bag. Okay, I'll just flip the bag over there. And once again, just saying, everything's nice and easy to access because of the height there. So I just go ahead, open up the Velcros. Now this is a 30-second awning, that's the brand. Okay, so now that I've got the Velcros undone, the beauty of these 30-second awnings and all the freestanding awnings is that you can just grab the awning and walk it out, walk it around. There's no legs you need to drop down. So you just bring that around, and then these lock into place with a strap. So this strap just hooks onto the end of the awning here and then goes down to some location. In this case, I'm just going to take it down to the wheel, hook it onto the wheel, and then it's got a tensioner in it. So you just pull that in. Now I'm not going to do that too tight yet, because I'm actually going to lift it up in a minute, so that's going to take a little bit more tension. But you just attach it with the strap there. Now at this point, your awning's out, but obviously we want a little bit higher. So I'm going to duck in under here, and I'm going to take the safety pins. There's some locking pins here on the brackets, so I'm just going to take those off. So now what I can do is I can just push up. There you go, and it lifts up into position. I've found the best thing to do is to do that, as you just saw I just did. I just did that from the middle, push it up to where you want it to go. So you just push it up on the sliders, and these gas struts push up just to make it a little bit easier for you to raise it up. Once you've got it to the height that you want, you can either put your locking pins back in. You might put some holes in here to suit the heights that you want to use it, or you can just do up the screws here. That locks into place. Now your awning's at the right height for what you want, and then you can do the final tensioning off here. So I'll bring that around a little bit, and away we go. All right. So again, 30-second awning, nice and quick. This one has a little arm that sort of pushes up in here to create rain runoff. But that's the idea there. Just walk your awning out, latch it off, do these guys up so it's nice and firm, and now you've got your shade. So again, nice and quick to set up, and nice and quick to pack up. And so the nice thing about the bracket here is obviously you can drop it down to a more reasonable height for packing it up and for traveling, but actually get it up and away when you're actually camping out. Now if you're going to have, if it looks like it's going to be wind, or there's going to be extra rain, or if you want to attach the walls, etc., that come with it, that you can get for it, you can click in poles. There's a pole kit for it that just clip in, so you can go ahead, put poles in, and use your guide ropes and tie it down if you think you're going to need that for the weather. That's an optional thing, so we just carry the poles and the ropes and the pegs in the trailer. But if it's just a normal day like today, just a bit of light wind but a lot of sun, as you can see, I'm tucked right under here. I'm probably in the shade again, right? But I'm tucked right in underneath here, out of the sun, out of the weather. I can kick back, I can open up the back of the trailer, I can access all my gear. Likewise, I showed you before, I could open the tent. This is actually out of the road, so I can actually still open this. I can open the pod trailer up and still access everything, and the awning doesn't get in the road. So that's the setup of the awning and the tent on the pod trailer. I'm Brett Hooker. I'll see you again.